Welcome to Taverly. My Xtreme OneChunk has been stuck here for the past 16 months, but the end is near. Most of my major grinds are behind me already. I've got my smoldering stone. I've reached the first step towards Max Island, but there is one grind that could slow things down drastically: the Draconic Visage. A once extremely coveted drop, now reduced to a rare drop one feels they wasted their RNG on. It wasn't always the case. What used to be a lucrative and dopamine inducing drop is now an annoying collection log item to get. But for us Xtreme Chunkers, this is not only a rare collection log item, but an extremely tedious one to get. Only a few of my fellow Xtreme Chunkers ever got one, and some are still trying to get theirs. Without any fire protection, this is not a fun grind regardless of what type of dragon you are facing. So let's picture this. You're an advanced PVMer and you'd like to acquire a Draconic Visage. Where do you go and what do you decide to kill? One of the first options you might consider is Vorkath. After all, it does have an amazing drop rate for Visage and is a pretty good overall moneymaker. Maybe you would go for 2 birds, 1 stone. Maybe you need collection logs from Adamant and Rune Dragons. It's also a pretty good moneymaker as well. Maybe you feel a bit risky and decide to test your luck at the King Black Dragon. Better yet, maybe you'd like to give yourself a small challenge and kill seal dragons that basically drop nothing but the Draconic Visage. Those are all mighty fine options, but unfortunately for me, I roll Taverly, and my only location is the Taverly Dungeon. And you might think, Taverly Dungeon doesn't sound so bad, does it? Well, with a level of 15 agility, I do not have access to any of the shortcuts, and also my run energy depletes extremely fast, meaning that reaching the Black Dragon's Head itself is already a pretty tedious process. And you know, with gear like this it would be pretty fine, but I'm afraid my true form looks like this. Now that we're freshly geared, let's have a look at my average kill. For this, I'm making sure to always have both the ultimate strength and incredible reflexes prayer on at all time. I'm also freshly potted with an attack and strength potion I got from the Warriors Guild. This is what an ideal kill would look like. At just over 2 minutes per kill, we would be looking at around 350 hours of flinching to reach a drop rate of 1 in 10,000. That isn't even accounting for the time spent reaching those faraway dragons. I need to find a better way to kill them. Luckily, there are a few things that could improve my kill speed. I'm very limited to the amount of arrows I have, but using any rune arrows looted from ninja implings will tremendously speed these kills, as I do have the magic shortbow. But what I want the most is the iconic runite crossbow from a lucky impling. This would not only help speed these up, but it would also give me an amazing ranged weapons for future grinds. I will try to go to pro after every few hundred kills to catch as many lucky ninja implings as I can find. But if I don't get lucky from my luckies, I need to find a way to make these faster. In this episode, I will either get myself a weapon upgrade or find faster ways to reach my goal. But most importantly, I will get the Draconic Visage in this episode, no matter what. Just about missed it, but that is 86 defense. That is one of many levels I should get during this grind, and also 1 defense level away from 120 combat.
They kill a zombie in the Shazin Crypt is a diary task. But there are zombies by the Necromancer, but yeah, they don't count towards that diary task.
Give me the lucky impling! The purple sweet.
Let's bring our new.
I don't mind purple sweets, but only 2.
Test it out.
Thank you, Mr. Tom, for entertaining me with your stream and giving me shit luck. Lucky impling if it's stuck, but we'll get to it. I have to leave a ninja impling for this, so you better be good. Lobsters. It's time again. I've come once again to ask you for your runite crossbow. Okay. On ourselves another lucky implings. There are a couple bots though. Hopefully they're busy with the magpie. Let's see. Red firelight. Not even a collection log. That's probably the only firelighters I have. Oh well. Thank you. That was more soul runes. That's actually insane. Wow. That is a 60 firemaking. I kind of was busy today, so I figured what better thing to do than AFK firemaking. Last time I talked about firemaking, they had yet to do this update. Now they have. Basically, it takes much longer to burn your logs, but they give full XP, so you actually don't lose XP if you're doing forestry fires. It's much lower, but It's either I get no Firemaking XP at all, or I get a little bit while I'm at work or I'm busy or on mobile. So I'm gonna slowly get that 75. Whenever I need to AFK, I'm gonna go ahead and get some Firemaking done. And whenever I'm not in need to be AFKing, of course, I'll be doing Black Dragons, Pearl, or Chickens, but it's always a nice change of pace. To do this very slow inventory of Firemaking allows me to be AFK plenty, and we take those when we can. That is kill count number 1000. No Draconic Visage on the ground. Sad scam game. That being said, we are 10% of the way to 10,000 KC, which obviously is a drop rate. We keep going strong. Uncatch the baby. First lucky impling of the day. Just a rabbit pearl. Things you love to see. Her a steel plate skirt G. Collection logs on the rise. Come to Papa, my dear. And we miss again. But this time we get it. And we get... What the? A katana? That's what I get? Okay, I mean, it looks awesome, don't get me wrong, but, you know, it's pretty useless, but hey, it's pretty awesome, so I guess I'll take it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Come here, Mr. Lucky.
Good luck.
There is a
Lucky.
bot, but I
Lucky.
don't think he has the level. Hey, yo, come here.
Air staff, I'm quitting Discord.
36
Don't worry,
wine
I'm coming
Zamrock,
on my main
actually.
to steal it right now.
It's gonna be
What'd
Herblore XP, so, you know.
you say, Tom?
Coming
Take it.
quickly on my main to steal it right now.
I already got it, you
Yeah.
jerk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm there. I see it.
Point if you can't do soul consistently enough. I would argue consistent enough is like maybe a kill every like 50 attempts. Not even like every like this is 6 hours every time
What?
to do this
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Like 6 hours, I don't know, whatever 6 hours times 50 is.
Bro,
Let's see.
stop fucking renting. I just got fucking 12 chaos runes from a lucky impling. Cheeky lucky impling. Hopefully nobody tries to snipe it. There we go. And we get nature runes. You know, it's hard for me to admit this, but I'm a bit ashamed of my size on YouTube. My XP per hour has not been great, therefore I'm still only level 25. Help a fellow skipper out. 1 subscribe equals 1 XP. So hit that subscribe button to make my number go up. Thank you. Sometimes you just need to make a statement. You know, this katana is actually kind of like a rune scimitar, you know? Except it's two-handed, so I have no reason to use it whatsoever, because I have a dragon spear, two-handed dragon spear that is better than a rune simi, plus the rune simi plus dragon defender. So this is not anywhere near my best melee equipment. But sometimes you just gotta do something for yourself, you know? Figured what would be better than just using my fancy new toy at chickens. I've been killing black dragons all day. I've been flinching. I'm out of ammunition, so I have to flinch. It was tedious. I went back to Pearl for like 4 hours. Caught well over 50 ninjas. Did not get a single rune arrow drop. Got about 3 luckies. You all saw the drop. They were pretty average. So, needed to treat myself to something different. That's why we're using the flashy new katana. For no other reason than I kind of need to enjoy my night, so I figured that would be a good way to enjoy it. We shall see how long I last, though. Well, I guess I'll talk about it. There's a big rooster in the room. And let's talk about it. I do need to get 90 cooking as part of my cooking grind to make a partial summer pie. That being said, there are many methods I've yet to try, and one of them I've been wondering about is the fact that I have access to an unlimited amount of cooked pizza inside the Warriors Guild. So it got me thinking, is it actually worth to maybe bank my cooked chicken to see if making meat pizzas is actually the way to go? Well, it's time to bring back a fan's favorite, Markx Math. To bank or not to bank chicken. Sit back, enjoy the ride. This one's a doozy. So, time for an extremely scientific method to calculate my real cooking XP per hour. I have 2 methods to train. The first one being kill a full inventory of chicken. They call the chicken up, cook them, drop them, rinse, and repeat. My current best method of doing so is using my Dragon Spear, and with that, a full inventory takes about 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Second method is to, once everything is cooked, bank the cooked chicken, but I also needed to calculate how long it would take me to purchase an equal amount of plain pizzas, so I had to world hop just to calculate those and make the pizzas and then return to the chickens, and with that I could truly calculate my real XP per hour. Another key factor to calculate is how many feathers I actually get, because I still need to get 95 fletching, and all the feathers I can get is a pure bonus. So if I just kill them, cook them, drop them, rinse and repeat, I get to kill 555 chickens an hour, which gives me 16.6k cooking XP an hour, but it also allows me to bank 3.9k feathers, which is very nice. Now, if I were to bank my cooked chickens to then make meat pizzas, I would get to do 305 meat pizzas an hour, and I would also get to bank 2.1k feathers. The cooking XP would be slightly better. I would get just over 17,000 cooking XP an hour. I would also get to bank 2.1k feathers. Now time for the big numbers. I still need 5.1 million cooking XP till I reach level 90, which means if I were to not bank any cooked chickens at all, I would still need to kill 170,000 chickens to reach my goal, which would also net me just about 1.2 million feathers. Now, if I were to bank every single cooked chickens, I would still need to make 91,000 meat pizzas, and I would get a lovely 637,000 feathers along with them. Now, all these big numbers, but what does that actually mean? Well, how long would that take? If I were to not bank at all, I would need to kill chickens for 306 hours, and if I were to bank everything and make meat pizzas, combined it would take me 298 hours. So you might think, hey, you're saving 8 hours, so you might as well bank the cooked chicken. Wrong. I'm almost done, but one more thing. Now I just need to put my accounting degree to good use. So to see the real time spent, we need to take into account that my peak fletching XP while chopping willows and making willow longbows, it's 16k XP an hour in fletching, which means that 1.2 million feathers would save me 74 hours if I were to not bank at all. But I also need to take into account that I can only make 43,000 headless arrows an hour, which means it would still take 28 hours to do it. So the final time for not banking any cooked chicken would actually take me 260 hours total, with the amount of time I would save with my fletching grind to 95, versus 273 hours if I were to make meat pizzas. So long story short, it is not worth banking cooked chickens, so I will be killing 170,000 chickens, cook them, and drop them. Fun times ahead. Literally just logged into this world, and there's a beautiful lucky impling. I literally just logged in, and it's only a dragon pickaxe and it sucks, but I just logged in and poof, spawns. Okay. There's a dragon, but my ult is found a lucky, so I have to go for the lucky and discard this. No! Rip, Mr. Dragon, but we have important things calling us. That is Black Plate Legs. I thought that was Black Dead. I was going to be pissed because that would have been a dupe, but it's not. It's fine. An Amazon package at the door, but we just found a lucky, so it has to wait. Priorities. That was some mine runes. Oh well. Lucky number 2 of the day. It is a collection log. First one, by the way, was a Black Fulham, so I didn't bother showing it, but yeah, I guess collection log better than nothing. I wasn't really thinking about recording the level because I just got 65 Firemaking, and I thought, well, 65 doesn't really matter, but actually it was a nice level because that's 1250 total levels, so I can actually now, for the first time in well over a year, go into a total level world, so that's going to help a little bit for Pro, because whenever I scout on my alt account, I often find magpies and ninjas in total level worlds, and I can never go to them, so hey, more options unlocked for Pearl, but other than that, not much else. I think there's a bit of an issue with my fire. As you can see, You can't see it. Basically just started doing my forestry fire as the fire went out. And I thought it would just stop the animation and, like, you know, make me stop throwing logs at it because the fire died. But nope, I'm just throwing fire into nothingness, not creating anything but smoke, and getting a little bit of fire making XP. You love to see it. Needed to AFK a little bit, so figured I might as well. Kill a ton of black dragons today. Did not get lucky, unfortunately. But we're going strong with the fire making. Why not? This time I came prepared. Good thing I did, because I just fell 4 times in a row. God damn. Okay, gonna make some inventory space. And we get... The fuck was that? That was water runes. Okay. Still doing some farming. Kind of need a little break from Pro, so that is a 70 farming. 5 more levels to go. Time for a fun chicken fact. So you're probably wondering what that sound was and why I just did a little squeak animation and lay an egg on the floor randomly. Well, it's not so random. You see, I'm currently using a Dragon Spear Poison Plus, meaning that there is a chance I can actually poison the chickens, but the chickens are coded in a way that if they get poisoned, whatever poison damage they take, they don't take, they drop an egg instead, which is pretty fascinating to see. But there is one big issue with this tech. This is a rooster, and I've received countless amounts of eggs from said roosters. And I don't know if you knew, but roosters do not lay eggs in real life. Only the hens, aka the female chickens, can. Roosters cannot lay eggs. This game is unplayable. My grind to 90 cooking should not be a grind, because this is poor coding, unacceptable. Hope you enjoyed that chicken fact. And yeah, you didn't know? You can actually get the chickens to lay eggs live for you. You just gotta poison them. Found another lucky and playing, not taking any chances. I'm just gonna entangle, run after it, catch it. No worries in the world. Wasting, I'm gonna have to waste even more. No. Don't tell me these guys can catch it. Please. Okay, we're good. And the loot is 23,000 GP. We are feasting tonight, boys. Absolutely yoinked that lucky and playing. Absolutely yoinked it from that guy. He had the dark clear on it. He was about to catch it. And I yoinked that bad boy. And it was law runes. Worth it in the end. Found the lucky. Let's go. Don't miss. Do not miss. Thank you very much. And it is a dragon necklace. That is the same drop rate as a rune crossbow. It is what it is. Hello, Mr. Lucky Impling. What are we getting today? And swordfish. Not ideal. By the way, I double checked, triple checked. These coins were from the elite drop table, same drop rate as a rune crossbow. These laws were also from the elite drop table, same drop rate as a rune crossbow. I don't believe the swordfish are, I think that's from a hard clue. But we did get 3 elite rolls that were the same drop rate as our beautiful potential crossbow, but it was not meant to be. And another one that was like 4 minutes later, so we're swimming in luckies tonight. Not ideal. Lots of people's around. No. Usman, chill. Thank you. Fuck, that was too close for comfort. 5 Green Eyed bars. About 10 minutes later, we find another one. Not gonna take any chances. Let's just freeze that bad boy. Okay. Okay. Relax, my dude, relax. I think it's better to go this way. Still nobody in sight, but not something you want to risk. Holy shit. It is not my day. My catch rate is awful tonight. Case in point. Thank you very much, kind sir. And we get Dragon Dagger. And guess what? Elite drop table. Same drop rate as a rune crossbow. Dead! Come here, buddy! And the loot is Onyx bolt tips. Not ideal. Another one. Can you catch those? Please. I don't want to risk it. You stay there. Thank you. I'm gonna head to the bank. And let's see what we get. Adam in full helm. Okay. Hello, Mr. Lucky. I'm sorry, Mr. Iron Yin, but that is mine. And it is death runes. Okay, this bad boy literally just spawned in front of me. I was just waiting for my run energy to replenish before I logged out, and it spawned, so I'm not going to complain. This one's trying to yoink it from me, but no sir. An iron plate skirt gold. I'll take it, I guess. Sure. Election law. We take those. Well, hello, Mr. Lucky. We get 5 Unite ores. Okay. I've been 74 firemaking for a long time. I basically did a lot on mobile and did not want to get the level during mobile sessions, so here is a 75 firemaking, which means we can now burn magic logs, which coincidentally is a chunk task. It's been a minute since we achieved the chunk task, so that is 303 XP per magic logs, by the way, but that is a chunk task completed. We don't get to do much of those, so when we do, we appreciate them. I've had to make the executive decision to call it for Pro for the time being. I ended up catching a total of 64 impling. I mostly showed the ones that had an elite or master clue roll on the drop table. Unfortunately, we landed on the exact same drop rate for the runite crossbow a little over 10 times. Never got lucky, unfortunately. Managed to catch almost 700 ninjas as well, which gave a decent amount of rune arrows, but I'm already out of rune arrows, so I feel like I want to probably flinch maybe 1500 to 1000 black dragons until I return to Pro. Test my luck, because I don't want to be camping Pro for much longer. I've seen way too many bots, and I want to go back to killing more black dragons for a longer period of time. So let's test our luck. Who knows? A little milestone achieved at the black dragons. That is 1500 KC. Going slowly but surely. I did find a new method all by myself. Nobody else found it. So that is a trademark for Mark on how to kill black dragons. Let me show you what I mean. Are you tired of flinching black dragons? Are you suffering from the pain of having to wait to hit back a dragon that just stares at you and one misclick could result in it receiving a 50 damage fireball? Well, boy oh boy do I have a solution for you. Just so you know, no bias here. Let's go to a brand new world hop to a new world, and do a little lure that I've learned all by myself, of course. Assuming this world is free. It is. Good. So you want to hit that one first. Click right here under the bridge. Attack this one with any long distance attack. Can be a magic spell, can be knives, darts, whatever you want. And you run here, and now you are safe spotted from both of them, meaning that you can now do this and flinch both of them at the same time, basically killing them twice as fast as I normally would with my regular flinching method. So that is a trademark for Mark. If you know another chunker that has a black dragon grind, feel free to tell them to watch this on how to replicate this slur if their only viable method is flinching, working like a charm. You even have time to make a couple darts if you feel like being sweaty. Why the hell not? Needed a small change of scenery after killing so many black dragons. What better to do than to AFK some fletching? That is a 93 fletching, just 2 levels away from our goal. We almost have it banked, as I'm gonna get like 1.7 million XP and feathers, maybe a bit less. So I'm not gonna dwell too much on willows anymore because I don't want to overgo and go past 95. But yeah, I guess now it's either kill chickens or kill black dragons. More or less the same, right? Always fun to hit some sort of milestone. With this kill, that is KC number 2000. Of course, we're still a long way from the drop rate of 10,000, but every new milestone and every big number is nice to reach. So that is KC 2000. I don't even want to know how rare that is. Actually, I did want to know. That's 1 in 15,738, so that's actually rarer than a Draconic Visage, so not ideal. Well, we don't get defense level every day, so I'll gladly take that 88 defense. Very far away from your combat level, but every level is nice to get at this point. Well, it ain't much, but it's honest work. 75 prayer. And now wield an Enlightening Spirit Shield. Surely it's gonna happen pretty soon. Remember when one of the contestants showcase was a set of equipment like a home gym, so a treadmill and like bench press and whatnot, but she was in a wheelchair. Like, not an ideal price to potentially win. No way! No way. Holy shit. Boys, it actually happened. Let me telegraph that bad boy. I was actually talking about Price is Right as I got my drop. That's crazy. Price is Right is actually goated. Back-to-back Visage? Nope. Unbelievable. Well, final KC is actually 2,233. We actually spooned the Draconic Visage. It is what it is. I'm sorry for all the fellas that are dry or are still going for it. We spooned that bad boy, and we have no regrets, not even a letter. Now, time to kill some chickens. Pretty nice cooking level. That is level 70 cooking. Obviously, the only thing left really is killing chickens and getting my cooking level to 90. I'll also slowly get 84 magic, which will be a chunk task completed, so time to kill some more chickens. After killing a few thousand more chickens, that is magic level 84, which means with a +3 boost of this Wizard Mind Bomb, I can now enchant Onyx Bolt Tips, and that is a chunk task completed. I will no longer have to train my magic. So I was kind of worried I'd be maybe a bit short on runes, but I wasn't, so I won't have to go back to Essence Impling to get more runes. So now it's back to killing chickens, but I won't have to do it with magic any longer. So I figured, as this just happened, I just got an egg. Figured I would bring a bowl from now on. And you want to know something crazy? You've heard of double yolk. This is a triple yolk, so that's pretty amazing. That being said, the reason why I'm bringing this bowl is if we go over to this fire, I can just use the egg on the bowl, get the uncooked egg, make scrambled eggs. That's 50 XP per. It doesn't happen super often, but it does happen often enough. And because it happens maybe once every 100 chicken-ish I kill, figured it would be worth in the long term to bring the bowl, make some scrambled eggs every now and then. Obviously, I'm not always going to be using it, but every little bit of XP kind of adds up, so 50 XP per egg I get, not too shabby. From now on, we'll be making some scrambled egg and some cooked chicken. So I kind of wanted to test something. Usually when I poison a chicken, I basically one hit the chicken and then it dies and it suddenly drops an egg. But this chicken right here is poison. I hit a 1 and then it dropped an egg, so it's still alive. And I wonder if it cures the poison whenever it lays an egg, or if it'll lay more eggs. Because if it does, then I just leave it alive and let it drop eggs over and over again, and that could be like a small method of getting slightly more cooking XP. But yeah, it doesn't look too promising, but I'll let you guys know. Okay, bad news. It did not lay more eggs, but I saw a post by Mod Ash on Twitter. God Ash, I should say. Sorry, the disrespect here. It actually only lays an egg if it's in combat with you. So because I ran away from its range of sight, it became unaggroed to me. So the only way I could test this again would be to somehow not kill a chicken. Like Rooster was poisoned with the 2 I just hit. Keep it alive, keep it attacking me, and then it would maybe lay more than 1 egg as long as I let it attack me and I don't kill it. Obviously that would not be good, because that would mean I would kill nothing else, because it's not a multi-area, so I couldn't just let it attack me and kill everything else. I would not be able to attack anything else. So that kind of debunks or destroys my idea of spawning more eggs. However, if I have like to go AFK or something, I guess I could test this out. I kind of want to find out if you can get more than 1 egg per poison. But yeah, the odds of me poisoning something and not killing it right away, pretty low. But if I ever manage to, I will definitely document this. Oh, so I've finally been able to get a chicken to drop an egg and not immediately die. It's been attacking me for just about, I want to say, over a minute, and it finally dropped a 2nd egg. So it does look like you could technically farm eggs this way. It's not going to be worth it in the grand scheme of things for me, because basically it takes like over a minute for a single egg, which not worth it. But I think it's fascinating that this is actually a thing, that it actually can drop multiple eggs. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to go AFK for a couple minutes and maybe get a few more eggs, and I find this so fascinating, really. Here's egg number 3 from the same chicken. This one took like almost 90 seconds, I want to say. We got it at like 12:40. I'll look at when I get the other one, I guess. So it took just under 2 minutes, like 1minute 50 seconds. And it does look like it's pretty consistent on how long it actually takes for them to drop them. So yeah, not worth it at all, but I just think it's fascinating. And also, just in case maybe some of you were wondering, well, just let it attack you and go AFK for like 20 minutes and get a full inventory or something. They despawn really, really quickly. They despawn after maybe 20 to 30 seconds. So having an alt producing these would not be worth it. I'm kind of curious to see if anybody can pick the egg that is dropped by the chicken. Like, is it immediately visible to everybody else, or is it only visible for me? And then by the time it would become visible for other people, it's already going to be despawned anyway. But yeah, pretty fascinating stuff that such a random mechanic was added to the game. And I don't know that a lot of people know about this, and I don't know that any people know how this actually works. So I think I'm like one of the guys that has the most knowledge about chickens dropping eggs when poisoned, because nobody probably ever tested something like this, but fascinating stuff to me at least. Take a shot every time he says fascinating. You're already drunk. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We got pretty lucky, well, extremely lucky with the Draconic Visage drop. It was a big spoon. It's going to help tremendously with our future grinds. We only have 2 big grinds left, finishing 90 cooking and 95 fletching, and then we'll be able to roll. I don't quite have an exact date for when I plan to be rolling after the release of this video, but it will be fairly soon, so be on the lookout for a community post as to when I shall be rolling. And if you want to make sure to catch it live or see progress, make sure you follow my Twitch, linked in the description. Now time to shout out the members, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I shall catch you on the next one. Bye bye. A huge shout out to the channel members in the Skill Cape Master tier. We have June. In the Rune Defender tier, we have a Child Tom, aka Xtreme. We also have Christopher. In the Bronze Defender, we have Segway and Xtreme Gnome. If you'd like to have your name shouted out, make sure you join the membership program.